This young woman is named Zakiya McClenny. Zakiya McClenny is a high school student from Pennsylvania. She's a clarinetist. She's a very, very good clarinetist. And last year, Ms. McClenny entered a contest that offered as its prize a chance to play with the famous U.S. Marine Band, which of course is a huge opportunity and a huge honor.
Did you think you were going to be chosen?
Yes.
You have a lot of confidence.
I did.
Why did you think you were going to be chosen?
I live my life with a lot of confidence.
Zakiya McClenny and 29 other young teenage musicians from around the country, they won that contest. They won the chance to play with the band they call the President's Own, the United States Marine Band. At least that was the plan. But then President Donald Trump signed an executive order banning diversity programs in the government and in the U.S. military. The contest that Zakiya had won is sponsored by a nonprofit called Equity Arc, and it provides instruments to students of color. It offers them mentoring and training to try to increase their representation in American classical music. But after Trump's order banning the government and the military from anything that relates to diversity, the Marine Band was forced to cancel the concert that they had been due to play with these kids after these kids had practiced and developed the repertoire and were ready to go. The Marine Band was not allowed to play with the students anymore because of the president's executive order. But then look what happened. You may have spotted Zakiya on clarinet there and some of her other fellow contest winners. After the U.S. Marine Band was forced to cancel their invitation to these young students, Equity Arc called up retired members of U.S. military bands to see if they'd do it, to see if they would like to play the concert with these talented young musicians instead. 60 Minutes did a big feature on this a few weeks ago. Retired musicians from the armed services from all over the country, they all agreed to fly to D.C. to play the concert with these kids, the concert that they had practiced for and developed the repertoire for, that they had earned. That was canceled because of Trump. That was last month, those retired musicians turning up just outside the nation's capital and then playing the concert, featured on 60 Minutes, very moving, very cool. Turns out that was just the warm-up, because the governor of Illinois announced this week that the student musicians of Equity Arc have now been invited to play with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. It's happening this Sunday. Tickets are free. They apparently are still available. If you are going to be in the Chicago area this weekend, consider me jealous. All right, more ahead tonight. Stay with us.